Bitch, I'm back on the block and you know how I'm rocking. My money different, you know how I'm shopping. Trip with the family, we paying for nothing. Tell that little bitch how to tune up her chakras. Tell her about gold, that silver, that copper. Alchemy, alchemist, alkaline water. Drip like a waterfall, drip like a faucet. They be like, kiss why you acting so bossy. I'm like, I'm not acting, little bitch, I am it. When I had nothing like little bitch, I am it. I cannot get myself lost in that image. See the culture, you come in the scrimmage. Kills me the artist, come in and hear it. Made up my life for the fucking experience. You can go down, I'm the float on my spirit.
Time out, time out, time out. What's going on? What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the motherfucking game. It is Ceito, the spirit coach, getting you in shape and form for the new age of Aquarius yet again. And I want to talk today about, you know what I'm saying, Leo season a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Leo season. You know, it's been a fucking crazy couple months. We got everybody going crazy. We got everybody showing their ass on my internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm an Aquarius, so this is my internet. Shout out to Ishmari555. Yeah, but, you know, everybody going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is fucking expressing themselves in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? AKA you seeing a new way how to see yourself. All right? And that's what gets us into the alignment. Shout out Murph Watkins for joining the Esoteric Live. You feel me? The Esoteric Huddle. You know what I'm saying? Where we get together as spirits and we culminate energies and vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Only we can culminate and shit like that. And doing that in the spiritual realm, we become powerful as a soul group added on together. You know what I'm saying? We powerful more together. And so everybody in kind of like a separate energy for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But we still here to bring shit together. You know what I'm saying? You need your individuality always, but also we all need to come together. Okay? I mean, look, we powerful together. So that's what you need to know. All right. So try not to be selfish. Okay. We got the motherfucking moon in Aries right now. So we react and responding to cardinal fire, creating and initiating a new way to see and feel. Okay. All right. So we receiving all type of passionate ideas. We receiving all type of passionate expressions to get out into the world and create something new for ourselves. And how that's going to look is the sun, where the sun is at. The sun now is in Leo, and that's fixed fire, being fixated on your own way of seeing and feeling. So it's going to look like your vision. It's going to look like what you want to create. It's going to look like you being the example for yourself. Okay, like that. All right. So know that for sure. Know that for sure. Okay. Now let me bring out the little still that I got up here. All right. Moon and Aries. All right. You know what I'm saying? Theme is seeing yourself your way that has access to feel comfortable with passions or who you are at the core right now. All right. Everybody don't gotta feel you, long as you do, and that's what it is. You can just chalk it up to that. That's what it is. Nobody gotta feel you, long as you do. You're born alone, you die alone. You know what I'm saying? You're born alone, you die alone. But we are at least trying to use our individuality to come together, all right, in some way, shape, or form, and fuck this old world up, because people are lost in all type of programs and shit. You know what I'm saying? We got all type of weak shit. You know what I'm saying? I just tweeted about this, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? His situation, and you know, like I said, the sun right now is opposing Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. Okay, so the sun is in Leo, and the opposite 180 degrees away is Aquarius. So we got the sun in Leo 180 degrees away. That's 180 degrees of angle, a straight line. So it's away from Aquarius, which is the 11th house. Okay, so the sun is in the 5th house, aka wanting to express itself, aka wanting to have fun, aka wanting to be an individual and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's 180 degrees away from what's over there, Saturn and Jupiter. Reality, okay, is away from morality and shit like that. So anytime you right now you get into over expressing your individuality or whatever, reality is going to be on the opposite side of your ass, reminding you in la la land or you in creative land, too far individualistic and shit like that. So that's where we get the street lights from, when they tell you, you know, green is for growth, you know what I'm saying, yellow is for yellow is for your individuality and shit like that. And so like when you see yellow, it's supposed to, I guess with how they try, the mindset they was in, making it, you going too far into your individuality. So you need to slow down. That's when you get to the red. You know what I'm saying? You need to sink. You need to sink in your desires and stop. Red. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's based on how they program and made that up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for the most part, we got motherfucking celebrities. We got entertainers right now being used as the aspect of the sun, you know what I'm saying, which is expressing their individuality, you know what I'm saying, their light, you know what I'm saying, how they see themselves, you know, their creativity, you know what I'm saying. But they're being used to add boundaries and restrictions and morals on how to conduct your public affairs. Like I said, it's a 180-degree angle. So you either gonna go in too far into this energy where you overdo the Leo, or you trying to balance it, you know what I'm saying, for these next 30 days. Okay, but you know what I'm saying, you want to express yourself, you don't want to limit your individuality. And that's what they do with these programs and shit like that, when they show y'all, you know, people on the news and things of that nature that's getting ridiculed or whatever, because they're trying to introduce more boundaries and restrictions on what you can do. And once we see example of somebody getting affected by that, and somebody react and respond in a way where they're getting affected by that in some way, shape, or form, and now you have a situation where not only this person know what to do, it ain't about one person that's going through it. It's about, now they doing it to all the minds of the people, because now you get developing thoughts and feelings like, okay, if I do this, I'm gonna get canceled. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they do with presenting certain things on their news and whatever, you know what I'm saying, and their platform, so that they can, it's about creating esoterically. And this is how they create esoteric cages for y'all. And now they create esoteric cages for y'all, you know what I'm saying. That's when you get lost and locked up in the mind and shit like that, you know what I'm saying. But for the most part, yeah. So that's what's happening when we see all the flack, you know what I'm saying, all the shit in the gay community and shit like that, all shit. And you know what I'm saying, they trying to rebuild how y'all can think about expressing yourself in the public. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter after now. You can take that, whatever, with your mind, and you can go into multiple areas of thinking about that and say, okay, they trying to do the black man. No, now you gonna get lost in race. You know what I'm saying? Now you just got lost in another program. You know what I'm saying? You're getting lost in a race bait. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about being lost in a race bait, but for the most part, it's about you know what I'm saying, you having a mind of your own, you know, or just your own way to think about, you know, the context that I'm giving you. You know what I'm saying? Because what we talk about here, you know what I'm saying, is the motherfucking virtues and principles. Okay, that's what we talk about, the virtues and principles, and the mind control that they put out for you guys to grab as a motherfucking apple to, you know what I'm saying, present whatever, I mean, to get y'all lost in certain programs and rock y'all to sleep and shit like that. But yeah, so for the most part, shout out to, you know what I'm saying, shout out to the baby, you know what I'm saying, and shout out to everyone that's you know what I'm saying, that's out here, you know what I'm saying, individuality. Because I know, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I come from where we come from, and I know motherfuckers not even really thinking about it like that, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, they trying to build y'all minds on some, you know what I'm saying, on some Saturn shit. They trying to restrict y'all minds. They trying to, you know what I'm saying, do some whole other shit that y'all not even looking at. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not even looking at it like that. But it's that deep. It's that deep. You know what I'm saying? Astrology is real. Y'all don't think these motherfuckers, why you think we got Christmas and holidays? Okay? Why we think you got calendar? What is the calendar made off of? The sun. Don't they do events isn't something you do in a routine and pattern and ritualistic. Isn't that called programming? You program your mind by 3 principles: symbols, you know what I'm saying, which is seeing a symbol, you know what I'm saying, and now so a picture is worth 1,000 words, you know what I'm saying. So that's why I got my symbol right here, you know what I'm saying, because it's worth 1,000 words, you know what I'm saying. You can see a picture and it can give you different, so that's why they show y'all images. Repetition, you know what I'm saying, you doing something in a routine and a pattern over and over again. That's how you program yourself. And trauma, you being affected by something, so now you don't want to express that again, or so you don't want to experience that again, so you're gonna go about it this way, you know what I'm saying. Shout out Holy 360. But yeah, so speaking of that, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I'm doing free Leo season readings. If you haven't, please tap in, you know what I'm saying. All you got to do is hit me with the DM and a star, your zodiac sign, your email. If you have sent me your email and your zodiac sign, just send me a star and we will get you a free Leo season report based on your sun sign astrology. Okay? All right? And yeah. So with this being said, you know, let's get back into Leo season, because I want to do the motherfucking alignments. But like I said, right now we got, you know, the Aquarius. I mean, not Aquarius, Moon in Aries, Sun in Aquarius. Okay? Let me get to these alignments with the esoteric playbook. All right. So we got Moon trine the Sun right now. So this is creative way with how you see yourself. So you're going to have easy access, aka a gift. You got the Moon, reactions and feelings, and you got the Sun, which is actions and creativity. So you got an easy way to be creative how you see yourself. Now this can be good or negative, you know what I'm saying. You just got the creative way, and so this is when it comes to building. I mean, not necessarily building, but being able to understand that you're a spirit. When once you understand you're a spirit, you know what I'm saying, in a space you create light, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Dolo the Pilot Man, you know what I'm saying. And then yeah, Moon, then we got Moon trine Mercury. This is feeling comfortable with what we think about our individuality. So we feel comfortable right now with what we think about our individuality. Yeah, because Moon got an easy access gift, aka 120-degree angle with Mercury. So that's going to create an easy access with your feelings and your thoughts. And your thoughts is in Leo. So you're gonna have that same energy when it comes to your Moon and your Sun. You know what I'm saying? Easy access to think of whatever way you want to think. You know what I'm saying? You want to create and you want to be creative. Either negative or positive. Gifts can be, you know what I'm saying? You can have a gift and not use it because you know you see it, you know it's a gift. And then you can have a gift and use that motherfucker, and then you know it take you far off. But you know, that's when it gets to spirituality and really trying to find your own spiritual equilibrium. And when you try to find your own spiritual equilibrium, that's just you basically kind of measuring your circumstance and situation and what's best for you. Okay? You know? Moon conjunct Venus, this is misunderstanding the value of our work. Okay, so we misunderstanding the value of shit, what's going down, what we giving our time to. You know what I'm saying? We misunderstanding the value of our work, you know what I'm saying, and the love and the time we put into shit, you know what I'm saying. So you might even take things for granted right now. So don't try not to take nothing for granted too much. All right. Moon conjunct Mars, this is misunderstanding how to feel about the gift of passions. Okay, so we got a misunderstanding on how to feel about. We got the misunderstanding of how to feel about the gift of our passions. Okay, because Mars is 0 degrees Libra. Not Libra, Virgo, cause the Sun, Leo, not the Sun. Mars is 0 degrees, cause Virgo and Leo right now. Okay, so we might misunderstand how to feel about the gift of our passions. Okay, because when you got Mars in Leo and Virgo, it's like we trying to take that expressive work and kind of be humble about it in a sense. You know, 6th house is kind of like humble. They just like work. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Virgos. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson. Who else you got? Michael Jackson. You got Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Think about these hardworking people, you know what I'm saying? Or hardworking spirits or hardworking people that came here with that energy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michael Jackson. But yeah, so that's what we dealing with that. Moon sextile Jupiter. This is opportunity to experience the connection to our passions. So, okay, so we got the opportunity to expand the connection to our passions, aka get higher meanings and reasons and ideas about what we actually passionately invested in. Okay, Moon sextile Saturn. This is opportunity to feel comfortable with reality. Okay, so you can feel comfortable with being restricted. You know what I'm saying? Or you can feel comfortable with certain boundaries you placed. That was placed upon you or yourself right now, either negative or positive. Moon square Pluto. This is learning to feel the birth of transformations. Okay, so we got the moon in that birth house, which is the 8th house, and we got it squaring Capricorn and Pluto in Capricorn. We're learning how to feel about the birth of transformations, and a lot of shit is birthing right now, you know what I'm saying, especially new emotions and feelings. We feel whole completely different about the world right now. That's just the facts. We feeling totally completely different about the world. Okay, all right, let's get to these houses with the Sun and Leo. All right, and speaking of this, I'm doing the houses on here, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Isha Marie 555. She said a bit too comfy. Don't get too comfy. All right, don't get too comfy, All right. Sun and Leo houses. All right. First house, acting on personal interest more. Okay. Your personal life will get a bunch of attention. Okay. Your personal life will get a bunch of attention. All right. And you just want to make sure you're consistent with that. All right. Creatively, even if you have an insecurity right there. All right. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you're consistent with it. If you got Leo in the first house and you got the Sun transiting Leo in the first house. Okay. Second house, this is entertaining resources and value. Okay, so you're gonna act like even if you don't got it, you know what I'm saying, now you got it. Okay, you want to show off your stability a little more and splurge. All right, now this is a square, so you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying, this is a square. Okay, and whatever you express or act on will be catered to your stability. All right, so learn where to have fun and where not to if you got Leo in the second house. Shout out Ali Side Miami. Shout out you. Third house, this is being seen more by your friends or more creative ideas. All right, so you will be entertained. You will be the spotlight of your friendships in your friend life. Okay, your friend, and just possibly, you know what I'm saying, the people that you connect with and communicate with a lot, you know what I'm saying, you're familiar with in your surroundings. Okay, so your light will shine there. Okay, fourth house. This is what's private and feeling. Light on what's private and also feeling vulnerable. All right. So the Sun and Leo in the fourth, we're going to bring light on your private life, and you may have people in your family, home, domestic situation trying to make it seem like you're too comfortable or too lazy. Okay. So motherfuckers might, you know what I'm saying, spotlight on you and what you do and how you comfortable when somebody trying to put a fire up on your ass. All right. Fifth house. If you got Leo in the fifth house, Sun going through Leo in the fifth house, this is creative expressions. All right, so you're gonna show more of your creative side and abilities. Okay, hopefully you're not like in narcissistic energy, because you're gonna have all the ability in the world on how to make something look to the point where you might believe yourself before. You might make somebody else believe you before you believe yourself. All right, and then you got blood on your hands. All right, so this is like, this is narcissism energy. So you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying everybody with this in a house is a narc, you know what I'm saying, but for the most part you got access to that energy. You know what I'm saying, you got access to being the example for the expressive ones and the creative ones, especially how that shit supposed to look. You know what I'm saying, so don't become a swindler. Sixth house, this is working on expressing yourself more. Okay, so you're gonna be working on having fun and enjoying yourself. Okay, so your boss might even say you need a couple days or whatever. So you know what I'm saying, that's how it's gonna play out. So you're gonna be working on expressing yourself more. You know what I'm saying, you got sixth house, you might worry a little bit about like just having fun and expressing yourself, or your area of life of working routine and pattern just may look like, you know what I'm saying, you kind of scared to be perfect in a sense, you know what I'm saying, or you scared to come off perfect to someone else, or you scared to come off, or you scared to shine your light, you know what I'm saying, if you got that in the 6th house. So be careful with that. 7th house, this is creative ways to relate. All right, so sun is going to bring more once in your relationship. If you got Leo in the 7th, you're going to have the gift to talk somebody's socks off too, negative or positive. All right, don't negative, you talk your own socks off, okay, and you fell in the 8th house, or you got the juice, you know what I'm saying. So don't talk your own socks off and shit like that, to the point where, you know what I'm saying, you thought you was ready for something you wasn't in your relationship. You wasn't ready to express that, you know what I'm saying. It was just something that you was entertaining at the moment, you know what I'm saying, on the negative end of that. But for the most part, you got the juice. 8th house, this is learning how to see and feel about things behind the scenes, okay. This is so we're going to learn all things. You're going to learn all things you need to know about behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying. You're going to be spending a lot of time behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying. That house going to get lit up, that house going to get creative, that house going to get a lot of light, you know what I'm saying. That just don't get too, you know what I'm saying, don't take every candy that's in the deep end, you know what I'm saying, because at the other end of that shit, you know what I'm saying, you might not make it back, you know what I'm saying. So you want to play some balance and equilibrium energy for the show. All right, shout out intertwined like wine in the motherfucking esoteric huddle. All right, 9th house, this is convincing of your knowledge or education, okay. You might start to feel comfortable with what you're learning, or traveling more in that area of life, you know, or giving attention to your motherfucking your education, your level, and your faith, and how you see, you know, what you can create and how you see yourself, okay. 10th house, expressing over seriousness in career and status, you know what I'm saying. So try not to go into super cap mode to where you got all these plans, all right, and statuses, and then when the sun is on the Leo, you got to prove that, you know what I'm saying. So you can be overly expressing your status right now if you got Leo in that house. 11th house, this is expressing change and rebellion. So you can be deemed negative, all right. You can be deemed negative, and this could wait, all right. You can be negative, or this could be somebody. Oh yeah, so you can be deemed negative, or somebody can act this way with you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you got Leo in 11. You know what I'm saying? You can be deemed negative because you might be expressing some type of change or rebellion and shit like that. And so it's like that's the way it's gonna come off, because it's in that house and shit like that. And that's where the sun is at. So the way you act might get the negative energy for the most part, or you might look change and rebellion off jump, because just Leo opposes each other and shit like that. But if you got to get something across, you know what I'm saying, that's important, get it across. 12th house, this is expressing la la land dreams, or seeing yourself in a creative way, okay. So yeah, if you got Leo and the sun and Leo in the 12th house, you can see yourself right now you can see yourself doing this amongst others, but you may have the hard time getting it, okay, you know what I'm saying, because it's a misunderstanding, aka 12th house conjuncts the 5th and shit like that. And so you might be in the realm of imagination, dreams, and shit like that. And now you just kind of, you know, you want to join the fun, but you more so observing like the collective and trying to find your imprint on it and shit like that. So yeah, those are the houses. So yeah, we got some transits though. We got Mercury just moved into what did Mercury move into? Sorry, y'all. Mercury moved into Leo, my bad, y'all. And then we got Mars moved into Virgo. And then I think I did Venus in Virgo. So we'll be back to cover those transits and shit like that. Make sure y'all go book a session with me on clearsightconsulting.net. You know what I'm saying? Look up Ceito the Spirit Coach. Free readings if you haven't, for your actual zodiac sign. Now, I did the houses here, but for your zodiac sign, you can hit me on my DM or kelceito@gmail.com to receive that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stream in that new track. Let me get it on here. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you streaming that new Ceito on all streaming platforms. It's called Kale's Spiritual Heaven, all right? CALEZ, Spiritual Heaven, on all streaming platforms. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I was with the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking spiritual predecessors, getting some creative work done out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And so shout out to the Soul Group, shout out to Subconscious Community, shout out to the Spiritual Neighborhood. It's all love, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we can just get it together. You know what I'm saying? It's Leo season, and yeah, we're gonna go through that. But let everything fall where it may. All right, get your ass in the motherfucking game.